So Sebastian is coughing. I have a stuffy nose. RPG, do you have any illnesses we have? We need
Oh,
to
I
say?
also had a splitting headache up until a couple hours ago, so that's also nice.
Yes, actually, Shar. I was sick with a cold this entire week. I couldn't go to boxing because of it.
Oh man,
How's that
I hate
up?
when I can't go to boxing.
No, but seriously, that happened. I only just now feel like I'm recovering from it. Fucking
Yeah,
finally.
so we all feel like shit. So please excuse us for this recording session. But we hopefully finish this trial, because I want to get to episode 3 finally, because that I heard it's good.
Man,
We should
If we can
be
survive.
done soon, right?
Citation
This
needed.
is trial part 2.
don't worry, it's only another 6 hours.
Yeah. Now we bring in Miss Green.
We're
right?
halfway
Yes.
through.
This is probably the last third, more realistically.
Yeah, probably. Because now the true code. Joyful jubilant jumping jacks.
Hello, so sicky. Man, how I did not miss your face.
The fact you interrupted yourself. Love it.
Mr. Natsume, so pleased for you.
Locus Juris Narodo Esquire, não Locus Judiciosis Mic Toma Escores. Não vai. Prove that my tea is innocent.
We need that cheese. Where did you come from?
I'm here as well. Ah, good morning, my dear fellows.
You're new. You haven't been here
Why?
before.
Ah, the Herlock shows. May you drink my tepid tea and fall forever silent.
I thought the tea was innocent.
Yes, it was just very bad.
Mr. Jones, you came. How wonderful.
Yeah, finally at like 11:30. You finally got up. That's nice.
Good for me.
Please, save the reason. I know what you're all thinking.
Do you know? I'm interested to hear.
Is it about the poison? Good morning, he says. When it's very nearly the time for luncheon. The scoring is written clearly across your faces.
Nobody has said or thought anything of the sort. No one.
Truth is, I was determined that today would be the day. As sleep seduced me last night, I thought, tomorrow, for once, I shall not oversleep. I'll rise early and be present in court to support my companions.
Well, that worked out.
Such spirit and determination has beauty all of its own, does it not?
No.
Oh, yes.
Cool. And what was the actual thing? And then I began to muse on the subject.
Can we come to the support part now, please?
Why do people oversleep?
Right.
I queried. Why, time after time, do they make the same foolish blunder?
Mm-hmm.
And then you overslept thinking about oversleep.
Uh-huh.
And the answer came to me at once. So delightfully simple. People oversleep because they sleep.
Ah, solutions so you're not gonna sleep again, ever again. Is that right?
I think that's what he's getting at.
Well, is that not an astute insight into the matter?
It's also kind of funny because sleep scientists argue that it's weird that things wake up in general.
Right.
Because it's it's strange in general because it's so much more efficient to be like a plant because they're always sleeping technically.
Technically.
So it's very strange, basically.
Yes. The fuck is he talking about?
Upon which realization, I attempted the experiment. Didn't sleep a wink all night.
Oh, okay.
Then I
The results-
passed out.
The eye bags that reach to the floor.
The results, I fell asleep at my first night. I was exhausted and began to be assailed by fits of drowsiness.
Right. Shocking.
So he took a nap. And so, the conclusion of last night's experiment is this. A good night's sleep is quite simply essential.
Okay.
Well, yes, this
Yes.
is not news.
I think most of us probably knew that already.
What others
And
presuppose,
it's proven before.
I proved by experimentation. That, my dear fellow, is the scientific matter.
Right.
Also
What-
true,
what was
but
it- what
by
was your
that
sample
point, people
size?
had already known that.
What was your sample size again?
1.
Okay.
It's a case
one more
study.
thing. Do you remember this?
Oh, the telltale bottle.
The second item in a cork-board.
Oh. It's purple.
Oh, yes, of course. It's the poison that Miss Green was about to drink at the hospital yesterday. Oh, you didn't manage to...
He drank it.
It was a laborious task, as the bottle was nearly empty, but such inconveniences do not hinder Sholmes, and neither do me. I managed to confirm that it contains strychnine. I don't have the button.
Should I?
Wait,
I don't have the button.
Why
on.
don't you have the button? Is it on
You
your
do
phone?
I forgot to have the button.
Technical difficulties. Please wait. Come on. Any minute now? Yes? No? Yeah,
There we go.
there we go. So I was right. Actually, Shar was right.
Yeah, I was right. Perhaps, though of course the circumstantial evidence doesn't prove Miss Green's guilt. I shall leave the bottle in your care now, but licking the inside of the neck is not recommended.
Right, I was not about to. Bottle of poison in the possession of Miss Green with traces of the slow-acting poison strychnine inside.
Okay, so I am 2 for 3 on my board already. I'm gonna guess Miss Green.
Maybe?
Can I have a word?
No, it's...
Can I have a word?
Ah, can I have a word?
Yes, hey, both people that are voice. Listen, how good of you to come.
My friend.
Forget it. Man.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. But you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
No.
Well then.
Just shows his reaction. Just, wink, wink. Wait a minute, Inspector.
Droop.
There he's back.
Yeah, it's back with.
He got a fresh bag of chips.
Don't wish to make analysis of myself.
That's fine. You're welcome. From the look on your face, I said someone else you think is making a nuisance of himself.
My dear Inspector, please speak freely. Pretend that I'm not here. Believe me, if I could do that, life would be a whole lot simpler for me.
Do you have the results, Inspector, for the investigation of Mr. Shamspeare's room? Of his glory hole?
Not yet. Shouldn't be long now, though.
His blowhole.
No, I'm here about something else. That convict. Actually.
Right, okay. We're getting all the puzzle pieces now. Oh, you mean the man from this newspaper article we discovered yesterday in Mr. Shamspeare's room?
Wow. Seamless exposition.
Thought that
A
sentence
man
would
by
end
the name
a
of...
lot sooner than it did.
Ah, yes. Selden.
Uh-huh.
I ran through the archives at the yard and dug out the fellow's file. File. There's something in there that, well, come on, that is a thick file.
That is a thick file.
That's so many bookmarks.
He'd
Back
done a
when they
lot.
had to have that many files.
Something caught your eye? What, Inspector? What?
I'm copying out the relevant parts for you, so you can read it for yourself.
Oh, that's only a
Thank you.
section. There's
Capital
only a
offenders
small
file.
segments of the actual files.
Scotland
He
Yard's found about the
existed.
convicted criminal cell that includes a newspaper article about him dying of illness in prison.
Okay. Can we see it now?
These documents.
These documents. Yeah, let's look at them and
These
then
documents.
laugh when someone says, oh, we should maybe look at them.
Let's look at these documents.
All right, investigative findings related to Selden. 18 counts of burglary, 6 counts of suspected murder. Okay. Death of natural
Final
causes whilst in
moments,
prison. His final moments witnessed only by his cellmate. The estimated
Shakespeare.
1,000 pounds worth of loot he still remains uncovered. Unrecovered.
1,000 pounds.
1,000 pounds, that's a lot of money. Okay, that's just the newspaper clipping.
That's
yeah.
really heavy money.
This is, yeah.
So I guess the second part is going to be relevant to point that Shamspeare was his cellmate, probably.
Yeah, maybe. This might also maybe figure into motive. Can we look at this though?
Oh,
No,
okay.
there's nothing.
But we can look at it, which is interesting in itself.
So this is the poison we've been hearing so much about. Strychnine. There are a few remnants on the bottom of the bottle here, look.
You must be tempted to try it.
Of course not. As long as we don't lose this trial.
Wow.
He's like a dog. He
You're gonna
must
commit
try
Sudoku.
everything.
Stakes are high.
No, even if we lose the trial. No, we mustn't lose the trial in the first place, Mr. Meadows.
We can
Wait a
mind up
minute.
stuff. That was worth it. Let's maybe do the
This is,
Resident Evil thing again.
unless there is something like on the little marks and the.
Oh,
neck,
is there? No,
I
there's a chip here, but
I don't
that's
really
not relevant.
understand. Maybe not now. I don't really understand why we have the bottle if.
Maybe
probably-
maybe just to show like something about green. Like, hey, remember this bottle? Remember how you used tried to do this? That's what I think.
I don't understand why we have it in 3D.
Oh,
If
well,
it's just to say, something
Maybe.
that
Oh, yeah.
the
Maybe.
text could have said to us.
yeah,
I already said this.
it's documents.
Include the details that were in the newspaper cutting we found in Mr. Shakespeare's room.
I like to imagine that she just said these documents, and they had that whole conversation about the poison bottle, and then she just came back to this.
Anyway, I'll rearrange everything in the court record so we don't have duplicate information.
Oh yeah, let's just throw out the evidence we don't need anymore. Why are you giving us a copy of this important file, though?
Ah,
Hey, it's
Ah.
fun.
turn up the queue in the first
Shits
place.
and giggles.
Oh,
I'm just making sure things get handled in the proper fashion.
wow,
That's how it works.
you're awfully
If someone
nice.
helps you find a clue, you just give the clue to that.
You're
to the
awfully
person.
nice.
Those Scandinavian workings are so wonderful.
Indeed, my dear fellows. And the inspector here is a shining diamond in its crown.
A shining diamond in the rough, maybe.
Bitch. Look, I don't want to be held to a lawyer. That's all.
Right. That's your reason. You don't care about justice at all, do you now?
As for the defense, did someone say the door to darkness? Court proceedings about to resume. Make your way to the courtroom at once.
It's cyanide!
Well, that was a thing. I shall leave you then.
You're not coming?
I've been listening with interest from the public gallery. Not nothing off at all. God.
Oh, you're probably gonna wake up at a crucial
I'm
moment.
pretty sure he can't go in with you, though. That's the thing.
Thank you, Mr. Sholmes.
Dibs, I'm rather tired of seeing Mr. Motion in floods of tears presently, so best of luck to you. Look, consider Mrs. Naruto Esquire.
Yes, Mr. Natsume.
Uh-huh. It's time, isn't it?
Yes, this is it. It's Olive Green and Mr. William Shakespeare. This is going to be the final battle of this case. The final battle. I won't really have saved Soseki-san until I've exposed the whole truth of everything that's been going on. But it's all coming to a head now. You can do it, Yonosuke. You have to. Otherwise, you have to drink that poison. We're back.
Even the judge is feeling bad.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session again now, instead of later. Before the recess, we heard a most startling accusation from the defense. Namely, that the victim of the case we heard here only a few days ago is the true perpetrator of this incident.
It's all connected.
A reckless, rash, and prejudiced charge of wrongdoing, in my opinion, my lord. However,
I am a master of prejudice.
however, I am hot, so I don't care. The prosecution has tried to extend every courtesy to this amateur newcomer from dubious eastern shores.
Not every courtesy. I mean, you haven't undressed yet.
That comes later.
Thank
If
you.
you win the trial.
Don't thank him.
Exactly.
Don't thank him. For that backhanded consideration. Yeah, okay.
A rather cold assessment from the Honorable British Prosecutor, I must say.
I hope his ass meant isn't as cold as that.
So, Lord Van Seeks, is the new witness present and ready to take the stand?
No, we need to wait another hour.
No.
Ready and waiting in the witness's antechamber, my lord.
Nope.
Very well. Bailiff, bring the witnesses in.
Stop the orchestra.
She's painting.
Oh, okay.
Where did you bring a whole easel in here with her?
Yeah, freaking canvas, everything.
Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court, please.
William Shakespeare, my liege. For my occupation, I can say only that I be a tragic victim to be pitied. Yes.
Currently unemployed, in other words.
Yeah, pity him.
I'm not an extreme. I'm a fledgling artist. Well, no. Not a fledgling, really. Hopeless failure who's too weak-spirited to admit she has no talent, I suppose.
She's gonna flip that canvas around. There's gonna be a masterpiece on there.
Or just
at some point.
or like a stick figure.
Or just
It's
stick
gonna be a
figures.
tick.
Or just stick figures.
It's gonna be a tick butt.
Either that or stick figures. Yeah.
Stick butt. Yeah, I like Shar's suggestion.
I probably added that on.
Also currently unemployed, in other words.
Wow, your disdain is clearly visible here, Menzix. What a
They
coterie.
earn no money, they are strains on society.
Mr. Shakespeare,
Why
My
are you
lord,
poor?
I am thy humble servant.
I'm afraid that you are no longer merely the victim in this affair.
But please still pity me.
The possibility has been raised that you are in fact the assailant, intent on taking the life of your fellow lodger. The part you have played in this whole business will be thoroughly scrutinized, I assure you.
I would for naught else, my lord. Would you now?
And Miss Green,
His breakdown animation is gonna be interesting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
you are aware of the reason you have been summoned to this courtroom today, I presume?
Because to try to unsubscribe.
Yes. The officer did explain. He said I poisoned his particular buffoon.
And? Do you accept the charge, Miss Green?
I don't know anything about any poisoning.
Not even yours?
And I don't know anything about this man.
Uh-huh.
Come, lady.
Come, my lady.
Die to live.
Sugar
Verily, I
baby.
know not thy prickly pea-pigmented personage. That's what?
What?
E-pigmented personage. She's calling you green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well, let us proceed with the matter at hand. That being to ascertain whether or not Miss Green has any involvement in this affair.
It's all very strange. Very strange indeed. Why would you suspect me? I barely ever go to the East End anyway.
But you were there, though.
It so happens that I passed by that neighborhood 6 days ago, that's all.
But why?
And on the night that this man was poisoned, I was still in hospital, fighting for my life.
Yes, having been unfortunately caught up in the incident on the street outside the Gerardip household.
Yes, the Battle of Gyarados, as it was called.
Oh my god.
Collateral
that's just
damage
so-
is what that's called, I think.
Fucking stabs. It's still kind of crazy to me.
An incident that rendered you unconscious for some 3 days.
I was struck in the middle of my back by a knife, through no fault of my own, and now I'm under suspicion. What other irrelevant things might I be suspected of? It's all very disturbing.
She's actually less meek when she's accused of something, eh?
Yeah. Sounds like she's guilty or something.
Oh.
Your energies may be better spent worrying about random knife attacks, I feel, Miss Green.
At this point in time, all that appears to connect you with Mr. Shakespeare's lodging is the Briar Road incident of 6 days ago. That's why. We would like you to testify formally now about exactly what happened.
Oh, no!
There's that meekness again.
The incident 6 days ago. You mean you want me to relive that awful incident?
Oh, that's fine. No one's gonna stab you. Unfortunately, yes. Please tell the court what happened that day. And of course, we will be interested to hear from you about your movements that day too, Mr. Shakespeare. But what happened 6 days ago is nothing to do with me being poisoned.
Citation needed.
Let us proceed then. The witnesses will present their formal testimony to the court. On the subject of the incident that took place on Briar Road the evening of the 17th of February.
For brewery.
For Burberry. Flabebe.
The evening of 17th of February.
It was 6 days ago at about 5 p.m. I was walking along in the snow when I was suddenly stabbed in the back. Coincident. Okay. It happened to be just outside the house where the men in this case have their lodgings.
I was at the tavern on the eve of which thou speakst, for I had bespoke my supper.
It was the first time I'd been in the area. I had a little matter to attend to, that's all.
Bullshit.
Oh, okay.
You know
okay.
Duncan.
Anyway, I was admitted straight to the hospital, so I knew nothing about all this business.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm
say
interested
it-
to hear what that little matter you had to.
I say the fourth one is either bullshit because she knows Duncan who lives there, or is bullshit because of the envelope.
Mm-hmm. Either or, yeah.
Yes, a certain incident inside a week at what I believe to be aptly described as the haunted
It's
lodgings.
just the gas. Don't worry.
Too much
There's no
shit
gas
happens
in it.
over there. One can only presume this is a most unfortunate coincidence.
Mm.
Meanwhile, you say you were not in your room, Mr. Shakespeare.
It was the following morn when I did awaken that I learned of the dire events. Mary, what a commotion did the officers of the law make on the floor above mine? So Sigurdsson was arrested on suspicion of attempted murder.
As suspected, there is nothing connecting these two witnesses but happenstance.
Can you please wait until the cross-examination is over? Where before you say something like that? It's true, it does seem as though they're unrelated at first glance.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not so sure. Me neither. There's something lurking in the shadows here. I feel certain of it. This is my one and only chance to expose it. Please don't expose it right now. You can wait until this
Counsel,
evening.
you may now cross-examine these two witnesses, if you wish.
Nah. Yes, my lord.
I'm good.
Don't feel like it today. I'm sorry.
I give up.
Right. 6 days ago at 5
Days
p.m.
ago.
when I was suddenly stabbed in the back.
What do you mean, stabbed?
Well acquainted with the
Let's see
case. I'm sorry I had to go through that.
It was awful. I still can't believe I was unconscious for so long.
that. Hey!
I just love doing that.
Well,
Then I woke up to find that the case had been solved and the culprit arrested.
You're welcome.
Also, Miss Garrett was actually arrested. She
Yes. That's
yeah, I
why.
know.
That's
She
why.
wasn't in the house.
That's why Mr. Garrett was
Yeah.
alone this time.
no,
Yeah.
we were.
I know he was alone, but I didn't know if she was like
Oh
on
yeah.
leave or whatever.
No, they
You know,
usually
she was
arrest the people
actually
right on the spot.
formally
They
arrested.
usually arrest them right on the
Yeah,
spot.
it doesn't mean she's going to go to jail forever, though. It's just, it wasn't like a murder thing. It was just a very bad assault case.
Probably manslaughter. I would assume, right?
Yeah, but she didn't die, so
No, attempted. Right, she didn't die.
there. It's the attempted thing that's going to
Yeah.
happen.
I
But that usually doesn't lead to
I don't
very
know the
long.
I'm not a lawyer. I don't know the technicalities.
I don't think it leads to very long. Anyways,
Yes, the incident has been resolved already. Perhaps it would help you to consider it a bad dream that ended with your awakening and should now be forgotten.
No. This is important.
Yes, I suppose so. Thank you.
Before you put it completely behind you, Miss Green, I need you to remember the details one last time. Must tell the court exactly what happened that day, for us to arrive at the truth about this new case.
The trouble is there's nothing to tell, really. I was just walking along the pavement.
But why?
Why do people walk?
wait. She's just rubbing it against her
I love
face,
that.
and there's no paint coming off of it.
Maybe it's all dried on. Maybe this should be
Just-
just an empty canvas.
Also, the splotches of paint, they are very clearly like paintbrushes from Photoshop next to each other.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable.
What were you doing the other day, though?
What do you mean?
You said you rarely go to the East End. The art school you attend, what's it called? It has a cool name, right?
Yes, it's the Thorndike Academy of Fine Arts.
I remember that.
According to Mr. Sholmes, that's just in the vicinity of Brixton Road. which is some 10 stops away from the scene on the underground.
Just like super far away. I believe you mentioned before that you also live on Brixton Road, isn't that right? So why then would you have been walking along Briar Road in the middle of the East End? Oh.
Well,
Oh.
I'm just painting.
Using another brush.
Yeah, and in pink this time. Oh, there we go.
Pick a lane.
It's because, oh, yes, of course. I thought it might make a nice picture.
Briar
That
Road?
drive-
Really?
that drive alley
In,
with a
in
crumbling
February,
building.
no less.
with a crumbling building with boarded
Did you-
windows.
Did you want to paint entirely in grays? Is that what you were after here? Also, your self-confidence in your practice is like non-existent.
The witness is a student of art. City-dwelling artists can't all paint grand urban vistas.
That's right. Sure, what he said. I happen to like the crumbly look of that part of town.
Sure, whatever.
She
Perhaps quaint would have been less grating as a term.
The
She
point
shows
is,
the painting and it just says, "I did it."
yeah,
The
probably.
point is, she's
It's
definitely
just gonna
hiding
be a
something.
sad olive green on there. The point is, she's definitely hiding something. Yeah, she's hiding what's on that canvas.
Yes, it seems she's not going to be forthcoming with the truth.
Is anyone ever? She's trying to hide why she was there that evening.
You know, just
There's
once, I would
info.
like an Ace Attorney game where like the case is solved almost immediately because the guy's just like, I don't
Yeah,
care, I did it.
Yeah, that was me.
Just once, I would just like a filler one that's just like super built up and it's just like, I fucking
Honestly,
did
if
it.
I was making a game that was like inspired by Ace Attorney, I would totally throw in a case like that.
just like
and
in
the player
middle.
would, the entire time the player would think, no, that can't be that easy. It can't be that easy. It can't be that easy.
And then it just goes to the next case.
Yeah, and then it just really is that easy. I would probably like, make it something that helps the narrative, maybe, so it has a purpose at least. You, Mr. Shamspeare, on the evening of the incident 6 days ago, would you tell the court what exactly you were doing? It would be my
It could
pleasure,
be.
sire.
It could be something like Silence of the Lambs or Seven, where the guy wanted to be arrested. He was a criminal, but he wanted to be
Right,
arrested.
that's a
because
good.
he's
Yeah,
bigger
that's a
plan.
good idea. I like that. Then it just comes back later.
Yeah.
Right, tell me about your supper, please. I'm intrigued.
Hold it!
Did you just see Olive there just for a second? A tavern, you say? Which one?
Whoop.
Just a slug and salad, why, Teddy? Just a jewel in the East End. Like those fake ones in your costume.
And a little unexpected, I feel.
What do you mean, Lord Manzix?
The Slug and Salad offers unusually fine dining, for the locality at least. Not an establishment you'd expect to be patronized by a man with not even a crumb of bread in his room.
Thank you for putting suspicion into your own witness.
I have remembered where the button was this time.
He's poor as fuck.
It's true. The menu lists premium crusts of bread and glasses of water in different levels of cloudiness.
What?
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 Okay, right. Do you want the
Crust
do you want
of
the
bread.
murky water? Do you want the crystal water?
Why do you have the menu of the slug and salads in your book?
She did all the research.
But wait. She's being specific here. Crusts of bread,
Yes,
not
yes,
full bread.
just
Just
the
the
crust.
crust.
Just the crusts.
That's supposedly high end. All right.
I would have expected Grubb's Grubbery in the local vicinity to be more appropriate for your means.
Here they sell dirt.
Watery soup and mushy peas, or rather,
Soupy water and pea like mush.
All equally appetizing.
I would know. I don't speak broke.
I just wanted to try some water in a different pub for once. What's wrong with that? How different can water really be?
Temptation
I don't know. Maybe if it's filled with worms and not filled with worms, it's a bit different.
Perhaps there's a more plausible explanation.
Maybe you were waiting for someone.
a specific reason why you had to go to that particular establishment?
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah, agreed. The fact that on that day of all days he dined at a place he wouldn't normally does stand out. So Mr. Shakespeare's own actions of the day of the incident 6 days ago were slightly suspicious. Well, we have some evidence that can explain those actions.
Present evidence.
Should we right now?
I mean,
Yeah, sure.
why not?
I mean, we still have
Why
a
not?
statement to press, but sure. Mr. Shakespeare. Yes, sir.
I mean,
the
the
in
game
question.
gave you the opportunity of
True,
continuing.
yeah, that's fine. On the day in question, is it not the case that you visited the Slug and Salad, a place you don't normally patronize, for a very particular reason? I don't know what you're talking about. Pray, if thou hast some purpose, speakst. Very well, I will present the court with evidence.
You know who he reminds me of again, as well?
Huh?
Bruce Card from Deltarune.
Yeah, I did the same. That's the voice I
Yeah.
did. If you go back
Yeah,
to the
I know.
first game, I actually overlaid Worldcard's face on him when I did the voice. Evidence that explains why you had to be at the Slug and Salad of the day, namely this bar of soap.
The envelope that says Slug.
Now that I think about it, I still haven't played the second chapter of Deltarune. I gotta get on that.
Wait. No, do we not have the rest of the envelope?
I don't. Where did it say that come to the Slug and Salad? Where did it say that?
It was in the envelope, the other half of the envelope.
Oh, we didn't take
Is it not the
We
letter?
didn't take it, did
Yeah,
we? We only
it-
read it. We only read it.
What is that letter on the left? What is that?
Oh wait, what? That's a map, and that's the book receipt.
Oh,
mean,
Booker T.
Oh,
you
we
probably-
didn't commit it to evidence. We only read it in the hospital. Well, that's shit.
Let's use the end of the envelope because I don't know. Jonas might connect to the half that it was with
I
the screen.
think we're gonna take a hit here, but sure.
Take that!
Oh, good Horatio. There are more things in heaven and earth than I dreamt of in your philosophy. Horatio.
I believe it's a line from Shakespeare's play Hamlet, Mr. Netherville.
Oh fuck!
Yep.
Be it a line from the great Shakespeare or from this Mr. Shakespeare, the message is the same.
You done fucked up.
My learned Nipponese friend is wide of the mark.
Oh, hardly surprising, given this witness is up to his literary quotes. See, I thought the last statement is going to be the thing, right?
Also,
I wonder if there's perhaps evidence that would explain why was the Slug and Salad he visited? Why the Slug and Salad?
the
Specifically.
envelope had a new icon for conversation.
Did it?
Yeah, it didn't have the check
Oh, I
mark.
didn't notice. No,
yeah. Oh wait.
it's checked.
Did it?
It's
Ah,
checked.
fuck.
Yeah, no,
Huh.
it's checked. Okay.
Uh,
Oh man. Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that though.
I think we have discussed this issue enough. Let us return to the witness's testimony, please.
Yeah, we probably get the thing from the last statement. Gladly, I would do thy bidding. I would thy bidding do, Horatio. I would thy bidding do.
grumble.
It was the first time I've been in the area. Okay, this
Oh, yeah,
is
that's
this
the
is
one that
maybe
I
yeah.
thought it was
That's
the
why
bullshit.
I thought, right?
Hold it!
What little matter, Miss Green? Please elaborate.
It was nothing, really. It's not worth mentioning.
Do you know something about this?
Hey.
Not yet. If you remember, you mentioned it to us yesterday at the hospital. Uh-huh. Thank you.
Ah.
It was related to the card you were holding. There we go. Miss Green! Oh, shit! What was that? She clearly just hid. Something behind her back. From memory, I believe the card contained a note that read, I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross.
What does that matter? This has nothing to do with that.
What was that noise?
Excuse me.
Fucking
Yes?
Tim out insulting.
Yes?
Motherfucker.
Mr. Shakespeare, do you have something to share with the court?
A piece of gum.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Ah, pray forgive me. The great bard's word springeth from within me in her thought. Don't tell me. It's because you're possessed by Shakespeare's spirit, right? Hearing Miss Green's words a moment ago seemed to make you think of something. Something of relevance, perhaps? Nay, sir, it was nothing at all. Presumably you know the name, though. Mr. Duncan Ross, I mean? After all, you were both lodgers in the same house. I can prove it. I would it were so, but sadly nay. Lodging be a lonely occupation, sir. My lodging fellows be rarely known to me. So you haven't heard of him? Even though he passed away in the room just one floor above yours?
Miss Green?
Me, my lord? Have I done something wrong?
Not yet.
The card that was mentioned before, containing the note. Do you have an
okay.
There we go.
Yeah, I do, yes. But I don't need it anymore. In fact, I should throw it away, really.
Before you dispose of it, the court will take it as evidence, please.
Ah, that's what
Oh,
we needed.
that is the thing we need.
A note in an envelope that seems to have been ripped open rather roughly. It contains instructions to meet with someone who claims to have information about Duncan Ross.
And rather specifically.
Of course, that's what links Mr. Shampsby and Miss Green.
So now we
Duncan
can.
Ross!
Now we can see the envelope and talk about it.
Now, continue with your testimony, please, Miss Green.
No. We're gonna rotate this in our hands real quick. Is there anything to look at
Yep.
here? The envelope has been ripped open rather carelessly, hasn't it? Miss Green strikes me as the type to open correspondence more neatly than that. Huh? This matches the other thing.
What is it?
This matches the stupid evidence that I said
The way the envelope is torn, I'm almost sure we've seen that exact same shape somewhere else.
2 minutes ago.
Huh.
Oh, you don't mean
Yeah, you're
the
right, I
thing that
don't.
you presented and got mocked for?
2 minutes ago.
Are you thinking of this piece of evidence, Mr. Noah? Was that the thing that you
Exactly,
wanted
that's
to-
the one. Let's
So you were
try,
just
trying to match them up.
Oh. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
They go together perfectly.
Oh my god.
The torn off end of the envelope clearly belongs with this card.
All right. There we go.
The envelope is faithfully with a torn off piece from the scene of the crime.
Hey, it fits perfectly with an envelope in Miss Green's possession. Why didn't they combine them? We're gonna need them both? That's all
Okay,
of...
so the ripped part as well is not a...
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
So that is the thing we present on
Yes.
on the 3rd. Okay.
Fourth, I think it was.
No, that was the 4th.
Oh, that was the
Right
fourth.
on.
Okay, no, that was...
Any but
Well, here, so I'm gonna press
Hold
it.
it!
Just so we get the text.
just for the content.
Yeah. Yes, you didn't regain consciousness until the day after the trial, did you? In the early hours?
Exactly. So how could I have anything to do with it?
How indeed?
And yet, you still hold me here to collect this. Honestly.
The nerve.
So at the time of the poisoning, the witness was unconscious in her hospital bed.
The lion, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch.
Could there be a more airtight alibi, I ask you?
You just wait.
It's
You
not
just-
like
you
it's
just wait
possible
until we get the
to
timeline.
pay someone
Can-
to do something
Olive,
for
can
you.
I borrow that easel to draw a timeline on it real quick?
Okay, so far, right now I'm just 343 in my corkboard.
Yes, you are.
And yet, in spite of all that, you claim that I was the culprit?
Yes, yes I do. More confidence, please. More confidence. Oh, she's here.
But you certainly have produced any evidence to support your wild claim, have you? Not at all.
Mrs. Meekness now again.
There you have it. The lady has yet to see evidence, my learned Nipponese friend.
I'm working on it. I literally just got it. Can you please wait?
I just showed it to you. But you didn't believe me. Anyways,
Counsel, I will point out Joey's next decision will be final.
Will it? We have a 3 strikes on the summation examination?
I don't think we do, no. We're really up against the wall here, are we? Why is this so dramatic?
Oh, Mr. Nadaho, though, You pursued Mr. Shamster wonderfully there.
Oh, thank you.
He sucks.
Thank you.
And you lost one life. Wait.
It's worked out well, hasn't it? We have a new clue at last. All right, now I need to pull off really insightful objections somewhere.
Somewhere. I wonder
Somewhere.
Well, as you've managed to expose this promising new angle, I wonder if you should perhaps try to develop that?
Oh, yes, of course. Yelling out objections isn't necessarily the best way to do that as well. Well, you get to yell out one objection. 3.
Third one.
Press.
Hold it!
Blah, 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 blah.
So, I'm thinking.
The little harp sound effect played when Six was on screen.
Bling.
Present evidence.
Present evidence.
All right, with more gusto this time. With more gusto this time.
The actual envelope.
Right. Present.
Take that!
No? Yes? I believe this card reveals the answer.
Good lord, Miss Green's card, you mean?
That's right, my lord. It reads, I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to
you
the
know
Slug
what?
and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on 17th.
You know why it didn't combine both of them? She probably will say it has nothing to do with it, and then we present the part that was inside his
Yeah,
room.
because they're in different places. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably why they didn't combine
Exactly,
one
yeah.
evidence.
Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. Mr. Shamspear, your actions on the afternoon of Miss Green's stabbing are exactly as described in this note. Aha! Personally, I find it hard to believe that's a coincidence. Don't you, Mr. Shamspear?
I don't know why he's like, oh, this weird random lady has the letter that was addressed to me. Why am I not just selling her out?
Well...
Because he's an idiot.
Excuse me, can I say something?
Like, he doesn't know her, and then she has the
Yes,
letter.
Miss Green?
That card was delivered to me. It doesn't have anything to do with this odd man, does it?
Oh, it does though. Well, you think so, yes, but it's hard to believe it's merely...
Oh, Lord Mayor.
You may, Miss Green.
I'd like to make something very clear about the card. The card.
Stop the music.
Very well then, you may amend your testimony. To include details about this peculiar note.
Alright. It was delivered to me.
This note was delivered to me at my address. It has nothing to do with the young man next to me here.
So you,
Present the piece
You
of the
wanna-
envelope, yeah.
yeah. Or do you want to press for
Yes, I
info?
do. I do.
For content.
I think you said that you received it the day before the incident, didn't you?
Yes, that's right.
There appears to be no indication of the sender's name or address on the envelope.
It was in my letterbox, and that's all I know, I'm afraid. I have no idea who sent it.
I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Who is this Duncan Ross, please?
A friend of mine. He attended the same art school as I do.
A friend? Did you
Yeah,
just, did you,
a friend that you
demote
married.
him? Poor guy.
He got friend zoned post-mortem.
Good thing he's already dead.
He passed away in a tragic accident a month ago now, though. I wasn't sure what to make of the note, to be honest, but in the end I decided to go.
So you found out what the information was?
Of course I didn't. I'm not thinking straight.
Whilst on her way there, she was stabbed in the back. As my learned friend hopefully remembers.
Ah, yes, of course. She never made it to the meeting. Oh, we already had that text.
Yeah.
And skip.
Just many sound effects. It's like a cut
And
in Kingdom Hearts.
skip. Thank you for popping up the note. Where is it?
Objection.
You found in Mr.
I object
Shakespeare's
to that. The day before the incident, exactly 1 week ago now, this note was delivered to your address. And upon carrying out the instructions in the note, you found yourself in hospital.
Yes, I did. It's terrible. Everything that's happened to me.
Yes, it is terrible. If it's all true, that is.
Damn! It would be terrible if it wasn't a fat lie.
What do you mean?
If it wasn't bullshit.
Miss Green, have a look at this, please. It's the torn off end of an envelope.
Oh, is it?
It
Is
is.
that right? Very good.
And it
Mr.
so
Lloyd.
happens that it fits together perfectly with the envelope of the note you received. 1 second.
There you go.
Where'd you find that?
In Mr. Shakespeare's room. In my room? Mr. Shakespeare. Do you perhaps remember this note from somewhere? Well... The actions that afternoon follow the instructions in the note to the letter. Get it? Come to the slug and settle on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on 17th. And so that's exactly where you went. Let me ask you again, Mr. Shakespeare. You already knew about this note, didn't you? Look at me when I'm talking to you. And you, Miss Green.
What did I do?
As this torn off end of the envelope proves, the note was originally in Mr. Shakespeare's room.
Yep.
So how is it that it came to be in your possession?
I don't have the first idea. I'm just a fledgling artist after all.
There's only one explanation. You broke into Mr. Shakespeare's room and stole it. But you did what? Sorry, thou hast to what? You broke, thou were in my room?
He's breaking character.
What on earth do you want with me?
Is she painting Duncan?
It would seem that both witnesses need to testify again.
Miss Green,
Yes?
whilst you have the court's sympathy, I'm sure, for the suffering that you have endured in recent events, anyone found to be giving false testimony in a court of law will be duly punished. Please bear that in mind.
Yeah, you want to keep him on your side at least. Oh?
Jada being warned about it.
Yes, I know.
Very well, then, witnesses, you will give formal testimony again now, for like the 5th time. The subject of this curious anomaly regarding the note Miss Green claims you have received.